Vasistha Sara 8:4 says, Yatra bhavahi spandante, nirmayante cha yen cha, tameva atmanam rupam janihi Raghava. O Raghav, from whom all beings are created, and from which they are vibrating, know that very self as the Supreme Self and your essential nature. In Taittiriya Upaniṣad 3:1, when Varuna's son Bhrgu asked his father for instructions about Brahman, Varuna said, Yato va imani bhutani jayante, yen jatani jivanti, yat priyanti, abhisambisanti, tad vijigyasasva, tad brahmeti. The one from whom every being is born, remaining in whom they continue to live, and at the end in whom they enter or get dissolved. That is verily Brahman. You realize that Brahman through discrimination. Verse 8:5 says, Yat yat geyam idam tattvam neti santyajya yuktibhi prapya avsishta chinvatram so ऽहमस iti bhavya. With the help of discrimination, renounce all objects as unreal which are within your perception and which you are considering as the essential truth. Attain the conscious entity which is the end and limit of all negation. Then contemplate, I am this conscious entity. There are two paths for realization of Brahman, positive and negative. In positive path, Brahman is described as truth, knowledge, infinite and so forth. In negative path, Brahman being beyond the reach of mind and speech cannot be expressed in words. Therefore, after ascertaining what it is not, at the end of all negations, Brahman alone remains. The positive path is, I am Brahman, everything is me alone, everything is my form only. Path of negation is, I am none of the visible objects. Thus, in the very end, only I, consciousness alone, remains. Brahman is not non-existent, that is why it is called existence. It is not inanimate, that is why it is called consciousness. And it is not of the nature of misery, that is why it is called bliss. Thus, it can be observed that the significance of all words used in the positive path concludes in the path of negation. The instruction in the positive path is, all this is undoubtedly Brahman, sarvam khalu idam Brahma. And in the negation, thereafter the instruction is, note this, atato adeso neti neti. The path of negation is the best, because spiritual practice in the positive path becomes difficult to follow as the things high and low, big and small, good and bad, constantly come to one's vision during the time of interactions. Note this means everything, big and small, high and low, is to be renounced, with the understanding that they are non-self. The root of all renunciation is the renunciation of ego. Although Kacha, the son of Brihaspati, renounced all external objects, he could not attain samadhi. Then Brihaspati instructed him to renounce everything, meaning the ego. Ego is really the fundamental bondage. Following the path of negation with the help of discrimination, one is established in the real self as soon as the ego is given up.